Okay, so this is going to be a bit strange, but hi, my name is CJ, and this is my reaction slash dissection of SB19's latest music video, Freedom. Some quick context, I guess. I am Filipino, and I am a fan of the boys, but not essentially a super fan. I don't find myself reacting super what's the right word for it? I'm not super enthusiastic about them, but the first time I discovered them, it was an embarrassing amount of when was it? I think okay, the first time I discovered them was around the time of when What came out, which was I guess 20 years ago. And after that, I didn't really stuck around. I was pretty impressed by their performance, and I wish them all the best. So there wasn't much of, I guess, appreciation back then. And well, fast forward to now, I'm liking all their stuff pretty recently. I'm not super excited about everything they do though. It's just more like I watch them and I have this like a little bursts of feel good dopamine anytime I see them, because it's just really hard to not smile when I see them dorking around or whatever achievements they make, especially with the Pagtatag tour. And it's pretty much why I enjoy watching reactions from YouTube reactors all over YouTube. But even though I've kind of wanted to try my hand at it, I know that there's not much I could contribute. Especially, well, okay, yes, I'm Filipino, but I don't really see how, to me, it doesn't really contribute that much. But recently, when Freedom, the music video came out, like, when was it? A day ago? Yeah, I came back to them when Gento came out. So that speaks a lot to my character, I guess. But where is it? Okay. So 3 days ago by this time. Oh yeah, I'm filming this around Piestang Patay, or I guess Day of the Dead. Um I guess in America it would be Halloween at this point, but as Filipinos we celebrate more of All Souls Day or All Saints Day, or I guess we call it Undas or Piestang Patay, which is, I guess when you translate it literally, it's Day of the Dead, Araw ng mga Patay. Which actually reminds me, I mean, I don't know who's going to watch this, but Filipino people, Filipino 18, or I guess even if it, maybe if SB19 sees this, I hope all of you are having a peaceful and calm Piestang Patay, Day of the Dead, All Souls Day, All Saints Day. I hope that your trips to your past loved ones are going smoothly, going great. I hope that the boys have enough time to visit their loved ones' graves, because it would be really sad if they weren't, but we'll see. Anyway, Freedom came out, and I think that I might be able to provide some contribution because it's very. Yeah, ALG Reacts April. I love her channel. I love a lot of YouTube reaction channels, and I kind of like feed off of their excitement more than I get from my own, because it's hard to, I don't know why. I look at them, like I just listened to Atin lang, their new podcast, and I've only been like listen to like the first 15 minutes, and I just find myself, even 17 minutes actually, and then I find myself thinking that looking at them more like younger brothers at this point, because I am pretty old. I'm nearing my 30s, and I'm pretty sure all of them are around their 20s, maybe late 20s. I forget their ages at this point, but yeah, it's like listening to a bunch of younger brothers, because they are dorks, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all they are. They're a bunch of dorks, a bunch of nerds, and we all love them for it, pretty much. I'll get to why I appreciate their work so much, but we'll focus on Freedom first, because when I saw Freedom, oops, should I go with this angle? I'm not sure. Yeah, let's go with this angle, I guess. First time I watched Freedom. Oh yeah, please don't take this my video as a substitute for their video. Please watch the video first. Thank you very much. There were a bunch of new things and a bunch of like this, like what? No, not you, Pablo. Sorry. Where was it? That a lot of artistic freedom that they're using, and I would like to discuss that. I also would like to take this opportunity to put a spotlight on the people who worked on this video. So you definitely have Jed Regala, the director and cinematographer, who also worked on I Want You, I think. Yeah, First Light Studios. And the creative director, Shiana Vincenya. I'm not actually sure what her work is, but I think I've seen her sometimes during the BTS videos, somewhere during arrivals, or yeah, here in the vlogs. I think I spot her sometimes, and I'll be showing like their Instagram profiles and such, so you can give them a follow, because they do deserve all their work. So, oh, and she's also a colorist, of course. So, oh, she's the video editor. My bad. That's why I wanted to spotlight her. So, Xian is a video editor, graphic artist, and animator. I think a lot of work that was put into this video is from her, and of the creative vision is from Mr. Jed. And also, yeah, the makeup artists, the stylists, wardrobe stylists. Oh man, there's so much I want to like point out, but I think I'll I'll get to the video first. I'll try to describe it all as I'm going. Okay, so without further ado, let us go. I mean, number one already. I love that they have a new onesie logo. Oh yeah, there's half a decade celebration. So I love that it's all come together. Using San Francisco as the backdrop. It's I think I also love that they established this very pastel color palette all around, because it helps to make all of their colors stand out. Because they're not exactly giving that much color, but I love that get words please. I love that the color palette behind them, the background of San Fran, is more subdued in the the more pastel palettes. They're over here and they stand out pretty well, honestly. And also, this is just a side comment I guess for myself. I love that they're the complete this is a tiny thing that I also appreciate from these boys compared to most other boy bands more in these recent days. I love that they have no toxic masculinity whatsoever, because I don't know if it's just Pablo. I'm pretty sure there are lots of moments where they're all touchy feely, and I love that they're open to that. Like, I love that they just show that to the world that hey, they are friends and they're more than happy to support each other with affectionate touches. I love to see that. I love to see that there's no toxic masculinity here. And yeah, style wise, cinematography wise, I love that, because somewhere after this, the shots get even faster, like 2 seconds minimum, and I guess it can get a little bit jarring, but in this video not so much. The shots are not too busy, and they give your brain enough time to like settle and to process what's happening, and I really like that. Also, I guess I might as well just point it out now. I really like how, and I guess all 18 knows this. I'm pretty sure that all 18 knows about this. But I love, one thing I really like about them, about this boy band, is that their colors and shapes are so recognizable that it just helps them. I guess one problem I've always had with boy bands, and just music groups in general, is that sometimes it gets really hard for me to just remember who's who, because they all look similar, and not in the offensive way. I mean that sometimes it can get very uniform, and their individuality, each of their individual personalities, kind of get what's the right word for it, blurred. It's partly the reason why I find it hard to stick to most groups these days, because a lot of them suffer that uniform syndrome. And I guess you can come for me in the comments. It's hard for me to get into BTS or most K-pop groups actually, and I'm not saying it's because of them specifically. I know that they do have their own style. I know they have their own way of doing things, Korean entertainment specifically, and it just makes it much sadder because my sister is really into K-pop, and she can definitely vouch for each like members' individualities. But from the outside looking in, which is me, I can't see it at all. They all look. I'm Asian, okay. Look at these lids, but it's hard to pick them out from each other, one from the other, because they all look I look at them as one singular blob instead of different blobs. But the last time that I actually managed to stick around and remember who is who and actually appreciate all of them was for Big Bang. I don't know if I'll put the picture here, but you can probably see my age here. But Big Bang was the last time I actually really appreciated an Asian pop group, because they stuck around. Their figures and their styles and their individualities actually shown through, not in the music and in their looks. And it's the same kind of reason why I started gravitating to SB19 again after the What era, because the What era is a little bit more. They still have the same like the entire themes. They're in uniform and they have to show unity as Filipinos, which it makes sense. But at that point, I still see that I didn't know who was who. I didn't know who they were as people. And that's what I love about the Pagkatag era in general, because now I know them as people. And I think what really pushed that along is the desire to actually know them. What really helped it along was their looks, because even when you look from far away, you know exactly who is who. I don't know if I'm making my point, but I think it's better if I have like a more, when they're standing away, a full body shot of them. Let's just look at them. Hold on. That's adorable. Look at that. That's adorable. Also, the direction to just use these squiggly doodles. That's... Anyway, okay, I'm trying to look for a shot of them just standing up. There we go. Okay, this is better. Okay, this is much better. You can definitely see a much better frame here. I love... Okay, let's just go down from individually. I like that Pablo silhouette has a lot of... Like you got let's get sky blue. There we go. Yeah. Brighter. Okay. I love that Pablo has, I know him for his very soft just soft overall feeling in his character. I'm thinking of him in terms of character design, which is I guess why I gravitate towards him so much, because the character designs are so fitting. He has a lot of softness, but also not soft. Maybe the right word for it is fuzziness. Fuzziness. Akin to like a tamed wolf. I mean, not to the reference his solo song, but other than the long hair, then his square face, long hair, square face, and then most of his clothes are baggy, which really help his silhouette. Not in the baggy that Ken does. His bagginess is a different feel altogether. His baggy feels more cozy. Like he even wears skirts sometimes. I think I saw him wear a skirt in the in the Times Square busing. He pulls off. I guess I'm just really shouting out the stylists, and I really appreciate all the work, because look at him. This hoodie fits him very well. This hoodie with the what's this? When I look at Pablo, I get cozy. There we go. Maybe, you know what? I'll put that there. Cozy. That's the word I'm going to describe his style. So, Pablo. Or maybe I could be wrong. You can tell me in the comments if I'm wrong. And let's go for Still. Still. No. Too bright. Too bright. Too... Yeah, okay. So, Still, on the other hand, is... I think the right word for him I have is bright. Because no matter what he does, or no matter what he wears, even if... Look, I mean, I'm pretty sure on the day or outside the cameras, what he's wearing is super bright to the eyes. And even though it's being subdued to... because of the color palette, the uniform color palette of the video, you can definitely still see the brightness in him, and you can see the other shots of it. Even when he wears black. It's another thing I appreciate about their stylists, is they know when to support their personalities using their clothes. Like, you have this this guy is the only person from them that I know that can pull off all this jazz and looking good in it, because he has the confidence to support it. Like, again, they all have their own types of... they're all very confident, but they all have different kinds of confidence. And I feel like, still has this confidence that radiates... what's the right word for it? Like, I have color, and I'm not afraid to show it. Like, I can sport color really, really well. And I can support... I can sport... It's not color I'm thinking of. I can make a statement. Kind of like that, maybe. Or maybe it's just because he's really good at presenting himself, or just presenting an image that he's sporting right now. It fits his personality of wanting to, take up acting and all that jazz. But yeah, it also helps that beneath this is a form-fitting black shirt, which is simple. But also elevates his hair much more. And then what else? Simple dark blue jeans that go well with the jacket. Simple black shoes. We love that. And then, yeah, I love that the blue contrasts with the yellow. All good stuff. And then you got Ken, this guy over here. Honestly, yellow is the last color that I imagine him going with, especially since there's already yellow going in with Stell. But actually, they both have yellow and sort of flashy blue, but not... Okay, hold on. I think this is the indigo. I think he's mentioned this bag somewhere else in another video. Which was it? In one of the vlogs, I think. But anyway, I love with him is very chill. It's a different color. Nope. Too bright. Chill. There we go. I'm pretty sure some people would call it cool, but I prefer to call it chill, because there's a certain silent pressure for me when you call things cool. Like, when you say, oh, he's the cool guy, he's the cool one, it feels like there's a certain innate expectancy that, oh, you can only be cool all the time, or you're expected to be cool most of the time. And I think I've seen enough times where that expectancy kind of just collects, and it kind of gets too heavy a lot. So that's why I really appreciate this video as well, because we see him get more and more relaxed as time goes on, and he doesn't need to maintain that cool persona. I love that he's able to just be relaxed. If we know Pablo with the coals and still with this brightness, he has this very distinct silhouette of being hidden. Like, he has a bagginess that's intentional, and he pulls it off anyway. Like his, look at the sleeve. I'm gonna make this darker so you can see. The outline of the sleeve is poof. Like very anime, like poofy at the bottom. This is pretty cool. But it's complemented by this violet indigo strap, which is, yeah, color fear again. That looks really, really great. And then you have light baggy pants, which is, again, it looks very, very good. I don't know how many times I've already said very, very good, but it's the only way I can describe it. Then we have Justin. Let's get this. Okay. Put more into the blue. Deeper blue. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to take Ken away for a bit. Don't worry, we'll put the Ken back. But Justin, sorry, Justin. For him, this is I could be wrong, but a more recent development that I've been liking a lot with Justin's style, and I guess I have his stylist to thank as well for either pushing this style or just pointing out that this style fits him a lot, is this more waistline emphasizing, there we go, waistline emphasizing style of his. Because yeah, above, if there's anything I like immediately recognize as his specific like design standout, it's that he's the lankiest of them all. Well, yeah, is he the tallest? I think Justin is the tallest. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But I love that we're taking his height. Actually, no, he's not the tallest. Is he? Okay, no. Okay, so what I'm thinking is that while maybe he's the same height as everybody else, he's the thinnest. And his body mass is the thinnest. And that works it's the reason why the uniform thing can make or break an entire group, because it's hard to put him in the same, maybe like if you put this loose shirt would look very different on Justin, and that's where I think that would suffer very much. So I appreciate that the stylists know what to put Justin in to make his form stand out. Not exactly his form, but his just overall silhouette. There we go. I keep looking for the word. His overall silhouette in general. I've seen like some videos of him being embarrassed when like his shirt rides up, and yeah, that's well deserved. Of course, they're allowed to be self-conscious, but I also see the reason why, like crop tops. I see a lot him in crop tops, and that fits him very well because he does have the form for it. That's not to say, of course, that if it doesn't make him comfortable, I would rather him be comfortable in his own shoes, because if this isn't it for him, then I'd understand, of course. It's also the reason why it's a good thing that this style now, this whole high waist trend is coming back. It fits him very well, and this jacket long sleeve situation, actually it does a good job of giving him more, what's the right it's giving him good coverage, giving him more conservative, because look at that, you can see his sleeve in his hand doing the muffins, but it's also still highlighting this cut exposing his shirt. It's highlighting, it's even like pushing you to look at this form, look at this shape. So I love that it's form fitting here, it's loose here, and then it's loose, very loose here. So it all builds up this really, really nice shape overall. And then lastly we got oops, damn it, Josh. For him, I'll actually go with ooh. I'll go with a dark desaturated purple, maybe. Yeah, it fits. So with him, okay, so I forgot to like give a word for him. What's the perfect word to describe Justin's style? This might change, and this is definitely not the right one right now, I think. But it's the word that's coming to my mind much sooner than later. It's young. His oh no, maybe not young. Maybe it's I don't want to say trendy. No, not trendy. That doesn't feel right either. You tell me. I don't know what it is. It's just it feels like it feels cozy in a way that I'm looking at. If Pablo's cozy is like a warm corner with hot chocolate, Justin's cozy is like a nice cool breeze in a hot summer's day. So I don't know what to call it yet. Cozy. I guess you know what. You know what. You know what? I'm gonna stick to that. I'm also going to call him cozy. He has a very cozy feel for him, in a very like opposite way from Pablo, and I'm going to stick to that. Oh, I put it in Josh's. Oops. Folder. There you go. Now with Josh. So with Josh, his is the most. I actually do see how he fits the cool stereotype as well, just like with Ken. But his is more. You know, they're both cool and they're both chill, but his is more loose. Actually, you know what? That's a better word for it. Yeah, honestly, yeah. It's not cool. It's not chill. It's loose. Like Ken is more like the kind of chill, laid back, while for me, Josh is the more chill, go with the flow kind that I've seen, and that's why I think his more loose attire fits his style just very very well. His tattered jeans fits that. Exposed belt. What's that? French tuck. It fits him very, very generously. And I guess his hairstyle complements that in a way, because it's always like, while everything is loose here from the bottom, his hairstyle just sticks exactly as it is, because it's always like maybe gelled or waxed up in that exact shape. So like maybe if you were imagining him as an anime character, you can imagine his hair going in the wind but always staying miraculously in that same shape. It's like that little contrast of his hair sticking to that very sticky pointy silhouette while everything just flows in the wind. I love that. So flowy, there we go, flowy. There you go. Anyway, that's what I have. That's my first contribution to the boys. This is their silhouettes, in my opinion. This is why I love their overall. One of the first reasons why I love their vibe, just in general. I'm going to save this. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but here we go. That's enough dissecting for this shot. Let's move on. And now I'll point out any other stuff that I see. No? Bakit? Kumain ka na. Why? Bakit? You wanna sit there? Huh? This is Cassie. Okay. Okay. Alright, chill please. Oh, by the way, I wonder if there's subtitles now. Oh, that's painful. Oh, it's here. Okay, good. All right, I'm happy for the non Filipinos out there now. Okay, so good for you guys, because it usually takes like 1 or 2 days before the subtitles are in. But anyway, this is a good look at the texture they're using in this drawing. I think it's watercolor. I don't know what program they're using, but I can imagine Clip Studio Paint could probably replicate this. It feels markery or watercolory. There's a paper canvas texture. I'm not sure, but then it also sticks. It also switches to like just normal digital digital, the normal round brush. There we go. Which is good, which is very good. And I guess that's one other thing I really like about these boys, but I guess we all do, just in general, is that they're willing to show this basically. Like whatever group does that. Well, I'm pretty sure some other groups do that, and this is just the first time I'm seeing it. But who shows this buffoonery so willingly, so casually, and so freely? You gotta appreciate them. Like even before the whole them getting out of their first stint into the music sphere when they were more K-pop influenced. Now that there's just, I actually see the Filipino in them. I guess I don't know how to word it at all, except when, yeah, I look at them and I imagine younger brothers. That's pretty much it. That kind of freedom, I guess, is the only I can only associate it to not just their personalities, but I also see that kind of freedom just here. It's one thing to look at them as stars, and it's one thing to look at them as singers, but it's also another thing to see them and see that they're just Filipino, and they're just people whose actions and their achievements and their silliness and their adventures are displayed. That's pretty much exactly why I also find it really, really easy to now just look at them and watch them and I'll stay here. Look at them and watch them and stay in tune to whatever they achieve next, because it feels, now I'm invested basically, because I see this and I've never seen other people or other groups doing that. Now let's go to this shot. That's here. So I'm not entirely sure who is who except for Josh, which is definitely a nod to his line in Gento. Hindi maladara to. Makina ko. This squiggly line, kudos to, I don't know if it's Xian, but kudos to taking advantage of this entire theme for putting him in a Darna outfit, because that is I'll put like a reference of what Darna looks like, which is the Filipino superhero that has this helmet, I think, and red cape. No. She doesn't have a red cape. Huh. Wait, hold on. Oh, no, yeah. Wait. Is that red thing on his chest part of the squiggly lines? I need to make sure. Oh, it really is. Okay, they drew the bikini on him. Not bad. I don't know who is who though, so that could be... that's on me. I can't tell if maybe, I don't know, Jack is Elastic Man, and then I'm so uninformed of Filipino superheroes. But there you go. So basically, Josh is Darna. There you go. Ta-da! This is so stupid. Hold on. It's flipped. Huh. It's San Francisco Bell. Is there a reason why they flipped it? Oh well. That's kind of strange. There we go. I feel like everything I pointed out earlier with their personalities in their clothing is a lot more present in this shot. At this point, this is an exercise in determining, in not just character design, but also character posing and character composition. Because you could definitely tell, you can see their personalities in just the way they are posing, like the way they're holding themselves. Okay, this may be a bad screenshot after all, because you got Pablo looking that way, pointing, and then his form, his his bagginess, his cozy bagginess, and his hair is flowing in the wind. And then you got Ken, his bagginess is also here, making him look very, very chill, but also kind of adorable, not gonna lie. And then you have Stell and Justin actually complementing, their poses are complementing each other very well. Like his is, imagine that he was mid, like transitioning his weight into one hip, or maybe this hip. And then his is more bent down, sitting, relaxed. And then you got Josh, who's looking away, but definitely like his posture is still towards the group. So the dynamic speaks a lot to how well they complement each other, and also the way that each of their solo shots complement what they want. Like there are a lot of close-up shots. There's a lot of like mid shots for Ken, like that, and then a lot of close-ups for Stell. We're showing there are lots of mid shots for Justin, and a lot of playful shots for just all of them. This was pretty clever, but I can't imagine how many days it took, or like how many. Maybe not enough days, but I imagine like they have to have they need to find a specific location that could fit this entire shot, and that they can go from one side of the frame to the other. So I commend the team for just lining up the shots perfectly. Also I just noticed, I think they did it. I'm gonna look at their shadows. I have a theory that they specifically shot it so that the sun is going down as the shot progressed. Oh, not really, no. It didn't really matter. Okay, never mind. I like this shot, again, just to highlight exactly my point. Like the colors are pretty much exactly the same. If I like desaturated this entirely, you would still know who this is. Like, you know that this is Stell. I like that shot. It's like it's 2 seconds. 1, 2. I like this. That's not bad. Also, like this shot with Josh actually caught me by surprise, because it's not often I see like a close-up of him, which is cool. This is really nice too. Like, look at that. Look at that. And then this tomfoolery. Like, I have no idea what's going on, but I think they were I can only interpret it as him leap of faith. But yoink, nope, no leap of faith for you. So many beautiful shots in this video. And I'm glad they just got this wrote all to themselves. Like, come on. Of course, it's a great thing to take advantage of this kind of scenario, especially for a music video about freedom. Like, look at this. Let's look at. I love that they move from one side of the frame to the other instead of directly in the middle. This is a really nice shot as well. That's so nice. That's so. And this, I thought at first he was doing like the Kagebunshi no Jutsu, but I think he's doing the summoning jutsu, because it falls more in line with what happens in this frame. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. The Naruto fans there can correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, clever shot. Again, I really like it, and I like that it's the 2 second shots are coming in now. So I love that they're taking advantage of it for foreshadowing what's going to happen next. The Ferris wheel. And now we're here, which is, it transitions very well. I love that shot so much. We're getting more silhouette shots again, which is highlighting exactly my point. Like, look at this. Look at this. Well done. This is the point where each shot is mostly like 2 seconds each, and then some of them are freeze. We're transitioning from, we're switching from 2, 3, 4 shots, which is great for montage sections like this. Then we get to this point where, yeah, I like the subtle storytelling in this video. It's just them just chilling out, having a good day at the fair, and you see them like having a good time, and then they point out the roller coaster, but they don't immediately go there. It's just, oh, hey, that thing is a point of interest. I just want to highlight this one shot. I don't know why I like it as well. I like the supportiveness here. You can also see their personalities in just this one shot. You got Pablo naturally being the going for like, hey, you will fall if you're not careful, so please be wary. Then Stella, of course, being his excited self. You know what? Why am I not screenshotting this? There we go. So naturally, you already got Pablo supporting whatever Stella shenanigans are doing, but still appreciating what's happening off the camera, off screen. So you got the protectiveness going around, and then you have Stella's excitement, of course, definitely wanting to see what the heck is happening, but also like feeling, of course, he's definitely seeing or not seeing. He's definitely aware of Pablo's hand, so it grounds him. So he's not necessarily going further more than what his posture, what his line of action is already pushing him towards. And then there's Josh. Josh, you can see his left arm is in his pocket, and his other arm is resting on the rail. It's very laid back. He's definitely like going like fat kind of, but you could still see his head, direction of his head. Maybe the direction of his head is that way, but the direction of his eyes is actually, no, I'm not going to assume where it is. I feel like these two are definitely looking at the same thing, but Josh and Justin are probably looking at the same thing, while Ken is looking at something else entirely, maybe. But yeah, there's this laid back blues posture to him. Ken, yep, he's maintaining that mystery, or not mystery, this like quiet defiance of whatever he's doing. He's going against the flow of what everybody else is doing, but because it helps that his form is touching Josh's, so there's still like a level of being grounded in their plane. So it feels like, and of course it's just in the moment, so you can't exactly use this as a statement of what his personality is. But I like that it fits, that his posture of both arms leaning on the rail makes this more closed off pose, but it's still also relaxed. So I like that it complements Josh's in a way. So he is like, it says that he's definitely somewhere else, but he's also keeping one foot in the door near like having Josh ground his like place in time. And then there's Justin, who's definitely the freest of them all, who is much, I think he is like a good balance of Pablo and Estelle at this point, because he knows he wants to reach out, but he knows how to be safe. He knows to be safe, and there's definitely the excitement going on, but there's also a looseness that is also in Josh's pose. And he's also not, he's not just a mixture of Pablo and Estelle. He's a mixture of all of them, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Because we can't see what he's doing. We don't know where he's looking, but I can only assume he's looking at the exact same thing that Josh is looking at. Or maybe Pablo and Estelle as well, I'm not sure. But yeah, he's a good balance of all of them. So I guess my point here is all of them have very in character poses. I don't know what this entire rant was. I just like that even in the singular shot, it's just very in character. That's pretty much it. Alright, the last stretch of the video. I'm sorry that I've made this last so long, but we're nearing the end, finally. Oh, okay, I love that we're with the end, more colors are popping out even though it's getting darker. Huh, I just noticed. the lyrics actually fit this transition. And I can't believe it took me like 3 watches to realize that the lyrics actually fit this transition from light to dark. Because Stell says, because you are the light, we won't be worried in the darkness. So, they're in the dark, but everything is still bright. Very poetic. They're in the dark, but they're having such a good time. I love that. And there's a shoe. Ken. What the heck? But yeah, overall, I'm really, really happy about this video. I love how it turned out. Again, shout out to... that's another... Okay, and we all know this shot. We all know that shot. Wait, hold on. That was so cute. Like, watch. I love this. I think that, yeah, Justin is pushing Stell. But I think Josh was holding on to Justin as well. Am I seeing things? Or he's just keeping in tandem with Justin. And then Stell is just like... They've been doing a lot of that in this entire video. But they're just being super excited over what's happening. I also like this little this little group shot here. Again, I'll probably just repeat myself too much, but you can see again a lot of their personalities in just their pose. But yeah, these solo shots are a good icing on the cake. And we end it here. So poetic. Absolutely poetic. Well, alrighty then. I guess that puts an end to my turret as well. Thank you so much for watching. If you've... Oh, shit. They have an ad. I didn't know they had an ad. I didn't know they had an ad for Pepsi. Oh well. But, yeah. Thank you so much. Oh, fuck. Okay, that was embarrassing. I don't know how long my face just froze like that. But, yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I have no idea if this video contributes anything to the conversation, but I'm happy to have made this either way. I just really wanted to show my appreciation for the boys and the team behind this music video, because it is a milestone for them, and I would like to, put some little topics, little things that can be easily missed, that I'm not sure people would see if they weren't highlighted by anyone. Not that I'm the perfect person to do it, of course not. I'm pretty sure there are other people, Filipino artists, who could have done a much better job than I did just now. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you liked whatever this is, please feel free to subscribe. That would actually really help. And to tell me in the comments if you'd like me to do stuff like this again. I don't usually do music video reactions, but again, I have a soft spot for these boys. I really like what they're doing, and I do like the artistic direction that they're all going in. Again, there are a lot more skilled artists, more knowledgeable artists than I am, probably, definitely. But I don't mind giving my 2 cents every now and then. There's one other thing that I would this is probably a very, very long shot, but I would definitely love to do something about Atin lang, because there's a lot of not juicy stuff that you could definitely see their dorkishness in this podcast. Their actual there's a lot of intimacy in this podcast, but it's just them discussing whatever comes to their mind. And I'm definitely not opposed to doing animatics about their podcast in English, of course. And yeah, you let me know what you would like to see. I can't promise if it'll be very soon though. I don't know when this is going to come out. I hope not too soon. No, not too late. But yeah, thank you again. Subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.